Steam's Zombies vs. Vampires Fest just dropped, which means it's time to sort through the bloodsuckers, brain eaters, and all the undead in between. Here are 15 games worth grabbing, playing, or handing your weekend over to. First up, 5 free demos you can jump into right now, whether you're here for the fest or just passing through the apocalypse. In Quarantine Zone, the last check, you're the only thing standing between infection and total breakdown. Each day you scan IDs, question coughing strangers, and make calls you're not qualified to make. Someone's lying, someone's dying, and the longer your shift drags on, the blurrier the line between mercy and survival gets. Your judgment is all that's left, no pressure. Next, Flesh Made Fear, a survival horror throwback where the camera's fixed, the controls are clunky on purpose, and everything feels off. You're trapped in a decaying facility full of creatures that evolve while you solve puzzles with a flashlight and prayer. It's as if the VHS tape was melting in the player. A vampire speedrunner's fever dream. In Bloodthief, you're dashing, slashing, and bouncing off walls like Dracula got into parkour. Pure, momentum-based melee in a gothic dungeon, where hesitation gets you staked and you can chain vampire powers as you rush toward the exit. Then there's Blood Typers. You fight demons with your keyboard, literally. Each monster is a sentence, and you have to type it fast, or die slower. It plays like the typing of the dead wandered into a cursed film set. Strange? Yes. Satisfying? Also yes. Finally, Darfall hands you a hammer, a kingdom, and a nightly zombie problem. You'll build up your city from scratch, gathering resources, fortifying defenses, and preparing for whatever claws its way out of the dark. It's strategy with stakes. The demo's generous if you want to test it out, but if it grabs you, the full game's already out. Next, some of the highest rated, most talked about games at the fest. First up, Apocalypse Party throws you into non-stop action with over 500 talents, dozens of characters, and powers that escalate fast. One run, you're a rhythm bard buffing your squad. The next, you're launching explosives or driving a tank through a monster swarm. It's chaotic, customizable, and designed to keep you clicking just one more run. Then there's KeeperRL, where you're not saving the world, you're designing its worst-case scenario. Build a dungeon from scratch, summon monsters, and trap heroic intruders like it's a hobby. Every goblin is expendable, every mistake is permanent, and the deeper you dig, the worse things get. It's brutal, strategic, and absolutely committed to your downfall. Scarlet Tower drops you into a gothic gauntlet of monsters, moonlight, and mounting pressure. The weather shifts, the night gets longer, and the things trying to kill you keep evolving. You'll unlock new heroes, stack absurd relics, and slowly realize the game's not getting easier. It's just giving you more ways to survive a little longer. The pixel art's clean, the chaos is constant, and the loop is dangerously effective. Step into Necrosmith 2, where necromancy isn't just dark magic, it's tactical assembly. Stitch together skeletons from spare parts, assign them roles, and automate your conquest one rotting limb at a time. You'll expand territory, upgrade your tower, and refine the art of strategic resurrection. It's smarter, weirder, and a big step up from the original. Next, there's El Paso, Nightmare, a lo-fi horror FPS steeped in grindhouse cinema vibes. Your simple ice run from a shady motel spirals quickly into fighting cursed brides, ravenous vampires, and rampaging werewolves. It's stylish, brutal, and surprisingly replayable. Sharp, witty writing pairs perfectly with tight combat mechanics for instant cult classic appeal. And finally, 5 newer or underrated gems you might have missed but absolutely shouldn't. You're not a general. You're a god of war pixels. 9 Kings throws you into a kingdom builder where you expand territory, stack units like poker hands, and crush enemy kings with overwhelming force. The action's fast, the choices stack, and the crown isn't staying on long. The demo offers enticing depth, but the full game expands into a richly detailed strategy gem you'll easily sink hours into. Forget vampires, this one's all about explosions. Section 13 is a twin-stick sci-fi shooter where you're clearing out labs with experimental guns and questionable ethics. Flashy power-ups, brutal runs, and a roguelite loop that hits fast and melts faster. For a cosmic twist on familiar gameplay, try Astro Looter Survivor. It takes the Horde survival formula and blasts it into deep space. You'll weave through asteroid belts, Horde loot, and unload neon death on everything that moves. It's fast, fluid, and packed with tight upgrades and a synth-soaked soundtrack that makes every run feel like a galactic warm-up. Quick to start, hard to stop. Dive into creeping dread with security, The Horrible Nights, a slow-burning horror thriller. You're tasked with monitoring security cameras inside a decaying facility, but unsettling anomalies quickly escalate into terrifying events. Atmospheric dread builds slowly, delivering fear through tension rather than cheap jump scares. Ideal for those who prefer their horror subtle but deeply unsettling. Lastly, Bloodshed doesn't waste time. It's first-person, pixelated, and blood-soaked. A roguelite where you auto-fire your way through undead hordes. You grab upgrades mid-run, switch loadouts, and fight through tight arenas in neon-lit gore. The only strategy is violence, and you're doing great. Steam's Zombies vs. Vampires Fest runs through June 2nd. Try the demos, wishlist the standouts, and let me know, what's the first curse pick you're diving into?